Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome to Bite Size Reactions, where today we're watching the first episode of The Flash Armageddon. Now, personally, I've been a fan of the Arrowverse since pretty much the beginning, right? Tuned in somewhere in, Arrow Season 2, and I just got hooked for the same reasons that I love the MCU, this idea of all these TV shows taking place in the same place. And, the annual crossovers have been so much fun. Now, I know the Arrowverse has had its ups and downs over the years, and people have differing opinions, but overall, I'm pretty positive, and I've been, enjoying the ride most of the time. Last year, we unfortunately could not get a big crossover event between the shows. This year, there won't be a proper crossover either, but this Armageddon is the closest thing we're getting. I was actually debating between myself whether I should record this or not, and I decided that I'm only going to be recording this Armageddon special. I won't be recording the rest of the show because I just don't have enough time to record this show on top of everything else. So you'll see me for these next 5 episodes, and then, that's it. Back to this episode. Armageddon looks cool with the Despero coming, and, I don't know, it just looks cool. Unlike usual, I haven't actually looked too much into it. I've seen like maybe one trailer or something, or a few pictures, and I'm just excited to see what we'll get. So let's just get into it. 2331. Oh, it's him in his proper alien form.
Only to find a greater one here amongst the stars. They could have stopped this, but none of them had the strength to do what must be done.
Which is?
But I do.
I only ever recognize this guy from that one Doctor Who episode. I like that the CW show started doing this longer thing rather than just flashing the title. Armageddon. Part 1.
Because she's still pining over Mark Blight.
That was a really weird pairing. It's something I didn't expect.
Even though I think I'm really ready to get back out there.
That's interesting.
Gonna start dating again.
But who?
Awesome. I'm really happy for you.
You've had some
Thank you. Now,
really bad choices in the past.
milk for my coffee.
Like Zoom.
The trains on the Calvert Railway are gonna collide.
There, that's 50 miles south of Keystone City.
Yeah, you can't make normal trains anymore. Have to be bullet trains because, he has to go even faster, right? How would this even happen? I'm sorry, how do you fudge up this train system that much that 2 bullet trains are on the same track heading towards each other?
Thank you for listening.
Citizen what? Citizen-topia? Oh, it's a podcast. Why couldn't I remember that word?
You wanted to see me? Yes. So, the last 6 months have been pretty intense, I'll say. We have 3 new reporters and...
Yeah, the Citizen's leveled up now. Look at that place.
Plus, online circulation's over 2 million. And which is why I am promoting you.
Awesome!
I've barely
Good for
been
you.
staff for a year. I'm not ready for...
You've barely been staff for a year, but you've been here since there was only 3 people here.
You have people on staff now who are more qualified to... Now that we're CC Citizen Media, I am busier with more and more administration.
CC Citizen, so you've definitely leveled up.
Are you
You're
sure?
not
You got this.
basically blogging in a little office anymore. Which is why you compete with stuff like Catco.
It can't. Bart Nora stop in all the time from 2049.
Really? Stop. Why stop in all the time? Like, why can't you talk to your own parents instead of just really messing with your... See? What'd I tell you?
Ray?
In the flesh.
Ray! Oh, nice to be back, man.
Central City. Oh, well, you
I thought he could shrink things.
Oh yeah, come on, man. Shrink your luggage. Hold in your hand. I would do that all the time. Right? Seriously. No more check-in bags for me. I would have all my luggage in, like, palm-sized and just stuff it in a little... Like, Card Gang. I remember them from the Justice League cartoon show, Justice League Unlimited, but I can't remember what they call it. Royal Flush Gang. Ray was one of my favorite characters, and it was super sad that when he left Legends. And you know, it's really, really funny just comparing how he is now to back when he was introduced in Arrow, as like, you know, a hard ass romantic rival to all. It was so cute. This is like I look.
Legacy honoree in the house.
Hi, Chester.
Convention center later?
Don't you dare. Don't you
Iris said, "Don't you dare."
You know what? I have to go too.
She's like, "That's a bracelet."
We'll have a list of questions for the interview later, right?
Oh, they're just like, no, we're not. We're out of here.
Royal Flush.
We have seen them on Flash before, right? That was the whole. They were on motorcycles. Oh yeah, right.
Does me being a meta make working for me more difficult?
No. That's a whole different thing. He just doesn't want you to figure out he's a Flash.
As it is.
He doesn't want you to be around and figure out he's a
I'll let you know
speedster.
as soon as I find something.
Right. As expected. Right. She's a young person, so she can't. Nobody's gonna listen. Allegra?
To repair the damage.
Assert yourself.
Budget crisis.
To Ray Palmer, business behemoth, scientific.
Maybe you should have told him that beforehand.
Am I right? Okay. Come on, let's go make some dreams come true.
Ray Palmer, the guy who died a few years ago.
Well, I am not growing. I am crashing and burning. Iris,
You had one meeting, Allegra. You can do it.
well, how do you know? Because you're exactly what CCC Media needs. You have a point of view.
thought it was
that can
CC
complement
Media.
Your own, and you know the
Make me
same
grind. How many
as
C's are in this
everyone that room. You grew up
name?
They just leveled up.
They just did more prep work.
Okay, how do we stop him?
There seems to be a theme of leveling up this episode.
And I'll be
I wonder that's gonna lead to. If you put him in Iron Heights, why can't you just take them all to Iron Heights? I mean, come on. Look at that. If only he could do more fights like this.
You reshuffled the deck.
I guess that's
Puns
the
upon
wrong way.
puns upon puns.
This copy is damn well written.
She's your boss.
What exactly are you looking for?
There's the edits.
No.
Isn't she from Librarians?
It's right there in the.
She's a completely different character, but I'm pretty sure she's from the Librarians TV show.
You guys.
I thought you were gonna say something like impressive. And there's Despero.
You all should run.
It's like, who are you talking to? Ray? Are you carrying your suit in your pocket? I know you're not a legend, but
Now that I have,
kill you, take your powers,
kill you.
kill you. Pretty bog standard, I guess. Oh man, I thought they were gonna hide the real Despero from us. That's a lot more pink than I expected, but I guess
That's not good.
What is that thing?
that's
I'm picking up
avoiding
some
Thanos,
tech readings.
you know,
In
comparisons.
your back pocket?
Still not a legend.
He did his Superman shirt. Oh, I love it. You're missing you're missing an eye.
You been working out?
Thank you for noticing.
Thank you for noticing.
Are you ready?
That's unhelpful. That's that's fun.
Oh, now I know how Diggle feels. This guy isn't as strong.
Oh, there. Oh, he still knows. Okay, so low-level telepath, and then now here's a real telepath.
My mind is.
Oh, there's the eye. Oh, that looks weird.
It already happened, Flash. That's why I, Despero, have
We're doing this again. Hello, Team Flash
to
has
save our world.
our world. But also, Team Flash has already changed the timeline before, Despy. The Legends do that every minute, really. Changing the future is just kind of this squad's thing.
Don't know.
Fight of our lives.
So, Justice League.
Iris.
This is a great time to call it Justice League.
Fighting. It's just Despero is like no one we've ever faced before.
Actually, he's like a few people you faced before, just kind of
Just one.
mushed together. You face telepaths, you face super strength, you face aliens.
People need to read it.
It's just a
Everything and survive.
telepathic
Citizens
super alien.
to know it can- They're still not happy with me.
You're their boss.
Management.
They're never going to be happy with you.
I was thinking I could call it the Quincy P. Runk Foundation, if that's okay.
Oh.
Harry told me about your father.
Oh, now that's gonna. yeah, that's definitely hug worthy. Bye, Ray. Hope we see you in part 5 at least. Honestly, Despero, he's got some polish issues, but he looks really good. The proportions and all that is really great.
Killer.
Please don't tell me this is all Reverse Flash.
I'm not a killer. I'm not whatever you think I am.
It is, isn't it? Right? Reverse Flash is the one who sent Despero after him by pretending to be, well, Barry.
Either very stupid or very brave.
Both.
I can't decide.
You just read his mind. Look, I took my mask off.
Because my name's Barry Allen.
And that was it. The first episode of season 8, the first part of the Armageddon 5-part event. And yeah, it's fun. We're back with the Flash. And let's be honest here, large portions of this episode was just your kind of typical Flash episode, right? The real threat hasn't kind of pushed in yet for most of the episode. And also, something I have to remember is that this isn't a crossover, really. This isn't a huge mega event which everyone's coming in together. This is a Flash-focused thing, which other people are kind of like visiting in. Like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Popping a little bit. Like, Ray, this week. I want to say some of the moments of action in this episode were actually really fun. That, like, a lot of the Arrowverse can get kind of repetitive in terms of action scenes, but this was, new and interesting. That scene of Barry using Flash time to, like, turn his opponents on each other. That's great. It's action I wish we could see more of, right? It's, what do we call it? It's one of those Quicksilver things, right? Unfortunately, he got to it first in like the movies, so now it's called a Quicksilver scene. But whatever. So that was really fun. And of course, it brings back that argument a lot of complainers have that, like, why can't you just do this all the time? Whatever, who cares? We know the answer. It's plot. It's for fun. It's for the episode, but it's fun. Also, we got to see the scene where, Ray shrunk down Barry and they kind of swooped through the car in slow motion. Fun. We don't see Ray using his powers in that kind of format often. He usually kind of just shrinks down himself and, goes off and does something. There's a theme of leveling up in this episode, which, it's interesting to talk about, right? How people have grown and changed, how different events has made them stronger and better as a person, not just in like superpowers, but just as a person, right? And a lot of the sub characters had a little bit of growth, right? Ray came here. He's like, what the hell? What do I do after getting back from a legend, right? I've been doing this for so long. How does real life go back to anymore, right? He died before becoming a legend. It's like, there's no easy reinsert point for his life. Things become a little more complicated. So, the idea that he's balancing, like, oh, I don't want to become the tech mogul again, but it's like, do I really want to sequester myself and only do science alone the entire time? Right? This kind of, mentorship idea is cool. Chester felt down because of his mistake with Ray, but come on, man, you gotta just listen. Communication gotta be worked on a little bit, Chester. And the other big character is Allegra, right? She's given this new managerial position at the Citizen, and you gotta assert yourself more. You gotta make sure that team follows you. Leadership isn't easy. Getting respect of the people isn't easy, and you can't give up after one try, right? There have been times where I've tried to, you know, take a leadership role in something, and you have to have some kind of confidence in yourself. Otherwise, how can you expect anyone else to be confident in you as their leader? Right? So it was nice to see that. I wonder if we'll see a little bit more of that going forward. Um, and of course, the real big thing here is Despero. Here he is. I thought we might hide off his alien form for a little while, but nope. We got it. And he's very pink. He was purple in jail in Justice League Unlimited. I checked that. So pink was a surprise for me. And then of course, Chester called him red, and I don't know. He doesn't look dark enough to call him red. But he looked really good, right? The CGI of these TV shows has been hit or miss, obviously, right? They don't have the big budget movies like money behind them. But it helps also that we're at the beginning of the show, so that they have a lot of budget to play with compared to mid-season or end season when they start running out of budget, right? So one of the big famous points was a Flash season, I don't remember, right? The Savitar season, right? Savitar was fully CGI for the first part of it. Then after an episode where like that Planet of the Apes episode where a whole bunch of apes attack from Gorilla City, and after that, Savitar became a actual suit. Right? It's clear they kind of lost the budget to keep Savitar fully CGI. That was a tangent, but still, Despero looks quite good, actually. Obviously, polish is always helpful. The eye is a little bit squirrely, but honestly, at the moment, I really have no clue what Armageddon is. Right? I have a theory that this is Reverse Flash is doing. Right? He's the one who's set this all up to turn Barry and Despero off of each other, because of last season, Barry demolished him. I mean, it was pathetic, right? Reverse Flash was going to do his normal thing. It barely was just like, you slow as a snail, fool. It was great. It was just a spectacular moment. I think this is going to be Reverse Flash's revenge. But we'll just have to wait and see. We don't know what Armageddon is yet, right? We've been so focused on the last one, right? On Crisis, that it's like, Armageddon, okay, what are we doing now? So, I'm excited to see you next week, and it's nice to watch The Flash again. So, thanks for watching with me, and yeah, what was your favorite part of the episode? Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is a subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even, I don't mind. See ya.